a minute, people. I'm doing some adjustments real quick. Screen over here. We're gonna have the screen there as we're doing these talks. Let me get my paints for my PC. Color it. My stuff there. Jeez. Okay, working on my desk, getting that finished up and done, and I got to be on the website for the sale. So we're going to do the sale. The reason why is because a lot of things are going to change after next week. We got a lot of stuff. I've been on the phone talking to people back and forth about this, that, and the other. We're still going to have our prices available for customers, but some things may change because I don't know. I have no idea what this is going to basically bring to my company. I know it's going to give us exposure. We definitely need that desperately. Out there, we definitely need it. People need to know what we do and who we are. Ooh, this is supposed to be over there. But this is actually going to a customer. A customer, and the first one gave me lights. The lights right here. This is what we're going to be. I got one set for myself for the inside of my computer. And that is our technology right there, being used on an Epson Powerlight S6. That projector cost me roughly $16.25. That's it. And the purpose of what we do with our technology is so that customers don't have to go out and spend a lot of money to get their screens to work. You don't have to worry about that with our technology or contrast levels or any of that headache that comes along with some of the traditional screens. Right now I have this running through my PC. There's no calibrating, none of that nonsense, because, you know, quite frankly, I don't like to calibrate. And our images come up nice and bright. This is the technology we're showing off in the downstairs in the conference room at 300 lumens. You can read down there with no problem whatsoever. And I do want to do some demonstrations outside. As a matter of fact, I had to do a splatter screen before my due date comes up because I have demonstrations on showing the difference between white and our black technology, but I want to do it outside. I need one of those just, we want to do some outdoor screens. Now my projector here is 600 by 800 720p SVGA. Doesn't have any HDMI ports on it. And this projector, let me see, is in eco mode. We don't want them in regular. It's overkill. It's just too much. It's 2200 lumens out of eco mode. In eco mode, I think it's like 1600, so we don't require all that. Let me get back to my page here. these out. And I want to test out these LED lights too. Like I said, I got a pack for myself and I got a pack for the customer. I'm going to send his over so we can see what he's going to be getting from us. And we have a batch number verification test to do also. The perfect black OLED. No, not OLED. The perfect black OLED 4K. Makeup. I asked for makeup. It said perfect black. Like, OLED! No way. Where's the volume on this thing? We got sound from here? Let's see where's kicking sound. There we go. So we're going to start this sale today. I'm going to open up one set of these because these are mine. Mix off. Oh, yes. Perfect. These are fantastic for modding out. These ones I have up here are really big lights. They're wide. So they're kind of hard to control if you want to spell your name out and stuff like that because they're really big. These are actually pretty nice. These are going to work out quite nicely. Alright, so let's go over and show you which one we get it for free from us. I like these right here. Alright. My comb out of the way. LED lights. This is actually going, these are for customer. That's a customer right now. Power cord. These allow you to bang your lights in different directions. Oh, yes, going to use for inside. There are a case over here. IR remote control. Right there. I have to put a QR code on there. And remote control. Oh, I have this remote control. I have for my lights over there. Of course, instructions and screws. I don't use screws. I use those screws. I'm going to actually get this. I can take a picture of this and load these on to. Actually, we're changing our pictures for our screen paint, those demonstrations we got downstairs, and that 300 lumen projector. Man, you're going to be loading all those. All the pictures are going to change on the site, and we're going to be adding this with it. These are the free LED lights that are going to come with it. So I want to get a chance to plug these in while you guys watch that. Potato. Now, that screen paint's going to be sold quite a bit out here. Yes, we're going to be putting this stuff in everything. We're going to put it in sports bars. We're going to put it in offices like I have in mine right now. It's going to allow them to be able to convert all their white screens over to our black technology, which is going to make the value of this technology rise by a lot. Because you're going to see tons and tons and tons of demonstrations of this screen splattered all over the place. This technology showing them everywhere and anywhere. We can operate in the office with this, especially in a conference room at 300 lumens, and that's you're good to go. Mind you got people who use these portable projector setups when they're trying to show up their presentations. You know, they're in charge of a product. You want it to look nice, you can use this Cumi $40 projector. That's it. Paint that down onto a surface or one of those screens we have over there. You're done. You can operate in a fully lit environment. No use in telling your boss or anybody else in the environment, I need you to turn the lights off, please. You're not going to have that issue. Alright, so let me see. Make sure how we're doing this. This is going to go. We can put, like, you can daisy chain these, so that's pretty cool. They put 2 ports in here for daisy chaining them. Now, usually what I'm going to do is I'm going to contact them, the original company, giving my business license, because we have a license, and give them our wholesale identification tax ID number. So that way now we can get it for wholesale. see how these work. I like the ropes better. I don't particularly like the other ones. The old ones that had little LEDs that had one here, one here, one here. They're nice, but these ropes are way, way better. Way better. And these are a lot more flexible. These are also weatherproof, by the way. So that comes out fantastic because their paints are weatherproof also, too. Oh, let me pause this because we got some good footage on here. And I don't want to lose this footage. It's good footage over there. All right, we got power adapter. We're going to be using these for the inside of our case over there, which is also, too, going to display one of our screens. So we're building our gaming screen for that. Taco's sitting there like, I see a new box in the area. Where does this new box come from, Daddy? There we go. Nice long cord with that. That's fantastic. Where's the power surge? I tell you, I can't find an outlet. We have this right here, which I like my portable unit. I bought all types of units to charge myself. There's a quick charge on it too, by the way. Oh yes, these are nice and brighties. Yes, fantastic. Oh, I freaking love it. So these are going to be free. Remote control. Control. Let me actually pull your tab out. And have speed. What is speed for? Let me see. Make sure these things work. Because we got to make sure they work. If they don't work, we can't buy them. Let me see. Oh, they do change. Okay, green. Alright. Colors. It's yellow. It's red. White. White's beautiful. Now, white reminds me of Tron. It's that kind of Tron look to it. Different modes. Got the flash. Color flashing from different colors. Slow strobes. And you also have like your different modes here and here, all your colors. We're going to speed it up. Most importantly, those buttons right here. So you want it too bright. Sometimes I let lights, I have them dimmed in here. They can be super bright. So got brightness on here. Of course, your timer, and this has got to be for sound. 1 2 1 2. Yep. Testing 1 2. Check microphone. Microphone check 1 1 1 2. Bum. Hey Taco, this is freaking cool. Come on down. Welcome to the Terror Dome. You guys know about Public Enemy. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Different modes. 1 1 1 2 2 2. Alright, so this one actually changes. It doesn't cut on and off. It basically changes colors every time you speak. That's freaking cool. We hook up this arcade thing over here. I might use this mode instead. I'm gonna put the Bluetooth speakers in here that'll play the music inside. Oh, that'd be freaking sick at the end of the day. We gotta install some Bluetooth speakers and all of these at the same time. I like these. I'll get my lights out for these. One, two, 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yeah, these are definitely ones I'm gonna use for the mode. They change colors as you talk. I do like these because we're gonna install Bluetooth speakers inside that case behind that screen, so all the sound comes from behind the screen. That is going to be hot. But you know I'm installing a RetroPie in that thing, right? Yep, a RetroPie. Boop boop doo doo doo, so we can show up the arcade screen. I like this one. I think I'm keeping this one. I got this one on the end. I wonder what this one does. 1 2. Let's see, this one just goes dark. I don't think I want this one. I want the other one because the lights stay on the other one. 1 2 1 2. Yeah, these are much better. I'm gonna do these ones instead. All right, so these are the free LED lights that will be coming with the system. Kaboom! Yes, I like them. I gotta go contact the companies, send over, get some information. They also have all these companies have wholesale programs for the companies, so I'm gonna contact them and get me some LED lights for super ultra cheap, so we can give them away for free on a beautiful black technology over there. Do 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 do. Boom 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 boom. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. I like these. I'm definitely going to be keeping these for myself. I might give me another pair. Oh yeah, I definitely want to do something for the desk. We're expanding the desk too. I'm definitely need these. Looks like Tron. And that looks exactly the same like for Tron. Okay, I like these. I'm keeping these. These are mine. These are for the customer. I'll take a picture of these so we can basically put those in next to the whatchamacallit. I'm thinking next to the paint we're offering. Okay, cool. Definitely. And as you saw in the demonstration, very easy to put together. Not hard to do. Alright, so these are going to be mine. Echo. Oh, that thing is stuck in it. I can't even let go of my unit. A guy liked the way this power tastes. No, so I need these. Alright, cool. This is going to be another one. Now, when you come to our site to purchase at the end of the day, you'll notice that our site, unlike everybody else's, has links installed. Those links basically back up our products on just about every level you could possibly think of. And if you need more testing, well then we have demonstrations on our YouTube channel showing testing on that product, inside and outside. So literally, that technology has more testing on it than most screen paints I've seen today on today's market. And again, I can't express this enough. For those people who think you can take on this technology, bring it. I'll crush your company. I have no problem with that. You know how amazing this stuff is, how advanced this technology is? This stuff is going to be so easy to market out here. It's not even funny how easy it's going to be to market. Imagine, like I said, all these white projection screens are here, and this technology can convert it in minutes, which means it's very easy to apply. There's no complicated, insane instructions that come along with it, and the paint down results are extremely fast. We do over here something called paint dry display demonstrations. Other people do something called paint edited, somewhat dry, whatever that mess is, and darken. Yeah, I can't express how bad they are. Anyway, demonstrations we do, paint the screen. Actually, I got to do a bachelor anyway. We got to paint the screen. It should dry in no time at all, and display it. That's it. That quick, that fast. I painted all these on camera live. So if you're not doing this over and over and over again, then there's something wrong there. Mind you, I can't express this enough. If you are editing drying time, which is really crucial that the drying time be seen, mind you, if you ever get the opportunity that I'm about to have, and you go into an environment with a bunch of people that are going to be invested in your technology, you're going to have to paint that screen, and they're going to watch that screen dry right in front of you. So if any imperfections or anything that pops up, they're going to see it with you. All right. Get back to my beautiful paint over here. Boom. Definitely got to do a spatter screen outside. I think we got one over there set up to do over there, so I'm definitely going to be engaging in that today and doing some other demonstrations. I'm going to do some white levels outside too. That to be ready for next week. No gray screen can compete with this technology. Not even white screens can. Not even certified. As you can see with our projector, it's costing us only a whopping $16.25. That's it. And we can't even get a gray screen to read on the projectors we have here. It just doesn't pick up. Or white screens. Now, as for applying the application, it's very easy to do. You can use a 9-inch nap paint roller, which we use in all our demonstrations. It really doesn't make a difference what paint roller it is. I get paint rollers from Family Dollar, to tell you the truth, honestly. Paint sprayer, very easy application to feed to a paint sprayer. It has a bleed-through process, without the bleed just about any surface you could possibly think of. We don't recommend polyester tarps, and we don't recommend stucco, because you would definitely mess it up with that. Drying time is extremely fast. You can paint over motorized projection screens, fixed frame screens, or anything you want. These tiles are actually made out of plexiglass, and the background is actually made from cardboard. Let me, you know, if you're charged up, because I got to be outside today with this paint. And this is going to come with a set of free LED lights. Oh, by the way, if you're asking for ultra short, they're compatible. Yes, ultra short, they're compatible and fully weatherproof. And for those who are in the field of projector mapping application capabilities, it also works with that also too. You ever notice they never add in projector mapping application and anything when they talk about paints? Why is that? I just wonder, why is that? And how come we don't do enough outdoor demonstrations on that? Okay. So people have been asking about the Epson projector I have here. What does it look like outside? You want to take it out? It's small, it's compact, it fits right in the bag. I figured, why not? And we don't even need the power pack to charge it, because where we're going, we have an outlet. We can run it right through. I can't remember where my surge is there. That will be there right there. So we're going to have our $16 Epson out today on our black technology, watching movies over in the park. Now, for those of you wondering about if you roll the screen up and down, will you have any cracking and peeling? Here, let me help you out with that. So this right here is a portable projection screen. We have here, that's coated with the technology. As a matter of fact, it's a fantastic screen to take with me when I do the demonstration. So there's our portable projection screen right here. And this is manually. I haven't had this open up in a while. See, our technology is designed anything. We've done dozens and dozens of motorized projection screens, dozens of them. Even tabbies. And probably so we have to explain to some of the naysayers, people who think they know it all. Tabbies are tensions. That's what they are. You got to know what you're doing when you're doing a tabby screen. So tabby screens, you hit those tabs, you'll mess that screen. You can throw it off balance. So you got to be careful with those. But I've done enough of them to know how to work with them. And if you ever run across them, we have the experience level to teach you how to do this. Don't trust people at the net who do not have experience when it comes to screens. Alright, so you can see, no cracking, no peeling, none of that nonsense. You'll never have to go through any of that whatsoever. Somebody make a statement to me by saying that if you paint a screen multiple times, it'll crack and peel. Yeah, right. I painted over dozens of screens and never had that issue. It takes a lot to crack a screen. You would have to paint it a lot to crack that surface. I've cracked one. I had a screen we used to test on all the time, and we were always painting over it. So, yeah, we cracked it. It took quite a bit, about 50 applications to crack it. And this was motorized, by the way. They motorized into the fixed frame. Where the heck is the controllers? Oh. White levels? Put those white levels in. So, I forgot I had this thing. This is what I'm going to take to the presentation. Because just take it, pull it up, boom, be done with it. Fireplace in there. And I'll take that one. Beautiful greenery. Love it. Never kill anything. My allergies would be jacked up, but still that's beautiful. Y'all tights are jacked up. What's wrong with you? I'm dying. Let's see. No, they're natural there. Demonstration, but it's giving me everything else on here. I just watch a bunch of background videos and stuff like that. I just have the projector just running. Let's get some OLED demonstrations. So we'll get that right there. Okie dokie. What the freak? Let me see. Give me a space there. Geez, I go through all that just to pick up an OLED demonstration? That should have picked it right from the door. I guess when the guy listened to me, or I don't know what the heck that was. Same thing we have it downstairs, upstairs, whatever. It's at 300 lumens, 720p on this projector right here. This one's $40, the other one cost me $16. Full lighting. So when I walk into that environment, it's going to be bright in there. I've been in there, though, but what we have in here is way brighter than what they have in there. What at the conference room area, that's what the lighting they have in there. That's a cakewalk. This is a cakewalk for us in here to operate. So yeah, easy and cheesy. Most people go in there and say, can you hit the lights? We don't do that in our demonstrations. Man, seriously, why is this thing always right next to me? I don't know why. He takes that fish, he brings it right over here next to me for me to trip over it every single time. You trying to kill me or something? told me every time I turn, you put that fish right there every single time. Like, dude, really, stop doing that stuff. I trip over things, break my neck. I know my cat brings his fight toy right here every time. And I walk on this thing every single time. So you can see 16 bucks right there, $16. That's a, give you a look at that. Why is it that the stand, when you set stuff down, for some reason, figures everybody gets intertangled with everything. Jeez. So that right there is a Power Light S6 Epson. Doesn't even have an HDMI port in the back of it. Let's get past this commercial. And this is what we read at 24,000 in the ceiling. So whether you're at 300 lumens or we're in eco mode over here at roughly around 15 or 1600 lumens, you can read. That's why that black technology we have over there is the most advanced black screen paint on the market. It's better than gray, it's better than white, it's far better than certified. Anybody in gray screens at the end of the day, if you want to sit there and have this conversation, do that. In this environment, you can't read in here. I'm not going to go over this multiple times over and over again. It is what it is. You can cry and whine all you want on your channels, which you do a lot, but you can't read contrast. Well, where are we getting this from? Where are we getting this Harry Potter nonsense that you're saying that you read in contrast? Seriously, you need to get your eyes checked. I don't think you should be operating any type of machinery, vehicles, anything whatsoever if you really can't see correctly. You can't read that. So how are you going to help a customer if you can't read this? How would you work in my environment? Right now, if I'm going to a business meeting, how are you going to sell that product to anyone I'm doing business with? It doesn't work. They get bothered when I say our product is better. But yet, when it comes down to it, when it comes down to everything else, they don't want to be bothered with this. They don't need to bother with them contracts or anything whatsoever. And then we get emotional and you start doing things you're not supposed to do. Come on, either you're going to be salesmen or you're going to be kids at the end of the day. Really, seriously. Kids like to tell stories. They do. They like to tell stories. You can't be telling stories with this product. You're basically, at the end of the day, you're selling a product to a customer. You're not getting that part at the end of the day. That's the part you're missing. That's the part that's not firing off in the brain of yours. You have to understand, you are offering a service to your customer. And your customer has a right to get a 100% contrast level. You sitting in the dark with a high-end projector trying to fool them to make them believe they're getting this isn't going to help you. They're going to turn the lights on. You know what they're going to do? They're going to do what Mr. Bird does. That's where your problem's going to pop up. You can go and tell them all day long my demonstrations are fake. At the end of the day, they're going to try to get your stuff to do what my stuff does, and we know it's going to happen. Either way, I'm going to get that sale. And the problem is, they're going to be irritated because they already invested in you, didn't get what they were supposed to get, and now they got to waste time and money to do it all over again. So, I just say out to them, instead of wasting your time on these fake so-called products at the end of the day that make all these false accusations that they can do what they can do, you come directly to us. That's what this customer did. You don't have to worry about being stuck in the dark. You don't want to. You have options. Options, options, options. Lights out demonstrations are so easy. I find these to be really super boring, to tell you the truth. It's just too easy. Someone's like, oh, he doesn't do demonstrations because his screens don't work in the dark. How in the world would that be possible? When they say that, You make it sound like a lights out demonstration is harder than doing this demonstration in the sun. I hear that all the time. You can't do lights. How would that be possible? You know how easy to do a lights out demonstration? Extremely easy. So how in the world did this can get converted to a lights out demonstration? It's so difficult. You know the screens that were outside, massive 250 inches? That was nighttime displays. At 250 inches, mind you, outside on a projector that costs far less than the projector you use in your inside demonstration. Did you catch that one? Everybody else did. So lights out is super easy. It's like some of you guys have the problems with it because your screens don't work. And who the freak wants? Look, this is my office. Why in the world would I want to be in all this? No, it's not working. I got to go to other side. I got to go to other. It's not partially. There we go. He's overseas. I have to go to offices with this technology. I can't work in a commercial environment if I got them in a dark environment. Say, hey, it still works, but you got to be in the dark with this one. And they're using high-end projectors in there because we know they're using them because they got white screens in there. That's why. And that's the problem they're going to have. That's the whole purpose of them spending the money for your product. Mainly, most of it is to get them out of that dark. So you see that background? You have to read that 100% black. This is me talking to the people who make these products who get upset with me. Well, we don't got to read 100% black. How is that possible? It's an OLED demonstration. OLED produces all black contrast in their demonstrations. How are you trying to basically mimic the demonstration of an OLED if your screen's gray? See, there you go. So to our customers and new customers, just so you know, stop dealing with these washed out dull projection screens that are going to cost you thousands of dollars in projector costs. And then once you do spend the money for the projectors, you're stuck on calibrating these machines so they still don't work. Again, nothing wrong with the projector, let's just knock off. Other than that, you should not be stuck in the dark. Or be forced to be stuck in the dark, or all the nonsense they put you through at the end of the day is pretty jacked up. Or calibrating. Whew. Your screen should literally look like that. Without ever calibrating. And you literally should be able to do this under 20 bucks on your projector. All right, so I got to get cracking, Jackson. I got to get up here. Woo, look at that, man. That is just absolutely tasty. I got to get in here and I got to do my sale real quick, my summer sale. Late summer sale, and add in the new LED lights, which I do like. Can't wait to play around with those inside my case. Always work. Part of the job. Ooh, isn't that beautiful right there? Doesn't work with the lights off. That's the most easiest demonstration to do on the face of the planet. Tell me where that's supposed to be hard. I got one for you. Try doing it outside in the middle of the daytime. Try that one at the end of the day. That's one for you. At 300 lumens. Sheesh. That's crazy when you do those demonstrations. I'll give you a hard one. That's a hard one to do. So the cameras fluctuate. You know why? 24,000. And Sony has a really difficult time in here. The camera do that? Of course it doesn't do that, because you don't need light in your environment. That's why their environments are super dark. That's why I don't have that issue. It's not fluctuating so much. There we go. So yeah, we have a ton of light in our ceiling. What makes our product even more advanced at the end of the day? Again, like I said, we're 24,000 in here. The average demonstration right now on YouTube is not using 24,000 of direct light right on top of the screen. The lighting we have on here overpowers any projector we have in here. That means the light source in here ain't worth jack coming out of a projector, because the light source over top is much more powerful. All right, let me get these ready for the customer right here. This is done. He got a quart of this. And get ready to put this sale in here for my customers. Let me see. Oh, I forgot we're over here. It's not clicking over here. We're not on the monitor. "4K snow screensavers." I can't express this one enough. You know why? Every time we show one of these off, a gray screen is supposed to show you a contrast level and the same amount of lighting we're sitting in right now. And we're talking about matching better demonstrations. Every time I show one of those off, you're literally supposed to show a contrast level in a fully lit environment. Now, I've never made a statement ever about my products ever saying that our black technology pulls a 1% white level, because again, it'd be impossible because of the sacrifice field. But you guys have actually said that your product pulls a black level, which would be virtually impossible. So with that being said, you should be to do it in a fully lit environment so we can all see this. Every time I show a white level, count it. As a matter of fact, nah, forget it. What's the point? It's no point at all. This is the point. We're getting contracted next week. It doesn't make a difference at all anyway. They're not going to do it. It's pointless. It's not. Period. All right, moving on. I have to reason with myself on that one. It's just a complete waste of time. They can't do it. But they're literally supposed to be seeing that. When you're a customer, anytime they show up a gray screen, when they show those contrast levels, fully lit environment, every time it's supposed to be. It's never supposed to be in the dark. You know why? Because they can cheat you. They can hide those contrast levels that are coming up gray. That's why. But do they do it? No, they never do it. Until we get them into a courtroom, they will. I don't have a choice in that one. All right, we'll start getting my sale ready. I got to pop up to the post office real quick. I think I've got some good news for overseas shipping. So that works out. We can ship these things overseas. I can't wait to do that. Because I have a lot of overseas customers I do business with. I have no idea what the freak went on with that whole, we can't track your package overseas. I've never heard of that, ever. Never heard of that. All right, let me get this right here. Clickety click. This is done right here. Let's have a little fun right here real quick. 4K star screensaver. Not spaghetti. Where are we getting spaghetti from? No. 4K star screensaver. Oh, wrong way. I'm repeating it by myself. Starfield screensaver. Starfield screensaver. Yep. So gray screen, you're supposed to do this. Anytime you show a demonstration, you're supposed to show contrast only. Because that's the one thing your screen is not known for doing. Don't show color, because we know you can't read that at the end of the day, but you try to cheat that one. You have to show something that your screen does not have the capability to do. That would be contrast. Us, on the other hand, will be white levels. See? Easy McCheesy. How easy this is for us to do. Anywhere I stand, that screen comes up. There's a white level. Anywhere I go. It's supposed to be to do this. See that? See how white that comes up all the way across? You're supposed to be able to do this. Anywhere you stand, it's supposed to pull up. So when you do this at that contrast level, you're supposed to be to do this. This is what the customer should be able to see. When you're doing a contract negotiation, they're going to do this to your screen. See that? That easy. Have all your lights on at the same time while you do it. Easy. So for the customers, if you're not seeing demonstrations the way we're doing it, don't buy it. Because you're going to end up being in a world of misery. That's what's going to happen to you. Exactly the same. When I walk around that screen, yeah, I can go anywhere I want in this environment. That thing picks up. Okay, people. Enjoy the demonstration. Thank you for your time. If you want to check out the black versus black demonstrations on the products, check out the links below. In the links that we have on the site, when you go in and buy, you'll see all our links in there. Everything you need to know is in there for you. Plenty of education, information, and knowledge on the product. If you want to see more of our black versus black demonstration tests that others refuse to do, go to Marketplace, scroll down, and there they are. Heck, we even got tests on products that we didn't even launch yet. All right, thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed the demonstration. Of course, we thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for blessing us with amazing technology. We're starting the sale today. It will come with free lights. Everything will come with the free lights. These things are fantastic. I'm planning to use these myself. And as you can see, you can paint it on the motorized projection screen, pull it up, pull it down. No cracking, no peeling, none of that nonsense. I gotta do this all the time. Easy, make cheesy. So, yeah, whatever you want. Fabrics, whatever you want, knock yourself out, have a ball with it. And get a high performance projection screen inside and out without spending money for expensive projectors and none of all the other nonsense traditional crap that comes along with it. All right, thank you for your time. And of course, we thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for blessing us with amazing technology. If it weren't for him, none of this would ever be possible. Sale starts today.